Right now I want to talk to you about the organic and paid keyword universe, universes. So the universe is different from just Zales keywords in this sense. The organic universe includes not just Zales keywords that they show up organically in Google, but it includes all of their competitors, and we calculate their competitors. That's kind of what we do. It includes like maybe their top 5 competitors and their keywords, all combined, right? So this gives you an opportunity to expand, what you're already on. So you can put in your domain, and you'll see not just the keywords you already rank on, but all of the keywords that you probably should be ranking on. Okay, so remember how we were looking at my organic keywords, and we were looking at rings, and there's 3,166. Well, under the universe, there's 5,417, right? And if we drill down into these, gold, white gold, ring, white gold, everything here that's in bold are keywords that Zales doesn't rank on, but some of their competitors do. So that's opportunity for them, right? And in fact, well, I'll come back to that in a second. So same thing on the paid side. Interestingly, if you look at the paid side here, you got paid keywords, 14,600, and the paid keyword universe is 39,000. So under jewelry, let's look at that one. So jewelry, there's 468 that they are advertising on, and there's 1,916 that they could be advertising on, or that some of their competitors are, and potentially they're not. So, for example, same concept here. We drill down under jewelry and then brown, and we look at Amy Brown, Charlie Brown, and Brown jewelry, and we can see that they're missing some of those potential opportunities. I don't know whether or not these are good opportunities. That's really something that you can use the rest of SpyFu to figure out whether it's a good opportunity. Okay, so I already said that the difference between organic keywords and paid keywords, these groups, is that in organic keywords, a single keyword can show up in more than one group. In paid keywords, they can only show up in one group, and that gives you a perfect opportunity to create perfect ad groups. So that's how I would use this tool, right? I would, if I were setting up a campaign for, for myself, let's see, let's put in SpyFu here, we'll see what happens. This is, could be exciting because I didn't practice this. So we got our paid keywords. We can only advertise on a certain number of keywords, and I can tell you that when we actually set up our campaign, things looked a lot like this. It was a lot about keywords, and then search, and we actually break things out into ad groups that look very similar to this. They're very linguistically based. So AdWords search, keyword searches, search engine ranking. We broke these things out and we wrote specific ads for them. So this would actually work for me. And in fact, the way that I personally prefer to look at these things is actually looking at them in terms of cost per day. And that's a little feature that was suggested to us by one of our customers. And I want to take you back to that point real quick. We put up Keyword Groupie last week. Was it Tuesday? Monday last week. And we sent out a series of 3 videos and 3 articles and 3 emails. Basically all of these things lined up. And one of these posts on SpyFu University was one of our customers, Penny, saying, is there any way to get a list of the bold keywords into one document without having to go through the entire hierarchy? This isn't the example that I was showing you, funny enough. What we did in the last week is we actually added that exact feature. So remember how I was showing you all those bold keywords under the organic and paid universes? So when I drill under this organic universe, and I drill down under rings, and then I drill down under gold, or not gold. I can actually just do it like this, and then I can just click just suggestions, and that'll add them all in right here. I'm pointing, but you can't see my finger. And we can actually look in and make sure that it added everything that we wanted it to add. So we can say antique diamond ring white gold. Antique diamond ring white gold right there. And it didn't add blue topaz ring white gold, right? Nope, but it added blue topaz ring yellow gold, which I'm sure is showing up someplace in another one. So that's a way for you to just get the keywords that you're missing. And that's a beautiful thing when you're managing a paid campaign, right? When you're looking at your, the stuff that, all of your, many of your competitors are buying and you're not, this is a very fast way for you to just highlight the, the opportunities that you're missing out on in your own ad campaign. So let's see how that works real quick here. I just want to, deal with, let's see. Yeah, there we go. Not bidding on any of those. So these are my jewelry related suggestions here. Those are the keywords that I'm not advertising on, and maybe I should evaluate whether I should be, right? So the other suggestion that we got was actually from a blogger. So on digitalmarketingstrategy.com by Mike Korak here, he said, within his blog, he said, on my wish list, I'd like to see keyword search volume to help with keyword and cluster prioritization. So we added it, right? And actually this is the one that I already had shown you, but I'll go back to it. What we're doing here is at the bottom of the page, if you click on this little guy right here, and then you start drilling in, you see that everything's changed from the total number of keywords to the actual number of searches per day. So what this does when you're planning a content campaign is it lets you understand, well, how many articles do I need to write, right? What is the right size, for this, to capture this group, right? So if we drill under wedding here, you start to see things that are about the right size to start writing articles on. 1.66, 1,600 searches, 408 searches a day, right? And then you can even drill down further. So depending on the level of granularity, the cost of writing your article, if you're not writing your own and you're just paying somebody, for example, on like writeraccess.com, maybe $6 to write an article, maybe you can afford to to go after these relatively niche concepts, right? So so you could write just on this concept. These are the keywords that I want you to include in the article. This is the title that I want it to be, right? That's the perfect way to do your content planning. So on the paid side, I want to see a slightly different metric. And this is my preference. I actually kind of added my own personal touch to Mike Korak's idea here, and that is that on the paid side, when I'm building an ad group, I personally want to create an ad group not of a certain size of keywords. Google makes a suggestion that you should have, like something like 5 to 20 keywords or so, or 5 to 50 maybe in your ad group. I like to think of it in terms of, how many dollars. I want an ad group that's, somewhere between $5 and $20 a day. So here you have ring, which is a perfect size for that. It's a perfect size keyword group, right? So you would add this. You'd make an ad that goes along with it. Maybe a few different ads. Do a little Taguchi action, and you're good to go. Another thing that I didn't get into is this filter concept. So let's see. How about pendants? Oh, you know what? I was actually doing this last night. I was doing a little research on this. If you type in dragon in here, there's actually a surprising number of jewelry items that have the word dragon in them. And so, you know, if you're looking to supplement your keyword list, and you know, or if you know what you want to, you know, create an ad about, or if you know what you want to write an article about already, right? You just basically run a search. We're searching for dragon, and look at that, we got dragon pendants, and you got dragon pendant silver. All these groups have dragon in them. And then if you want to look at the organic keyword universe, you can see the stuff that you're missing, right? So you can, you know, you could write an article or whatever about carved dragon pendant. The other thing that you can do with this search is, let me get creative here. Well, one thing you could do is do, in quotes, dragon pendant. All right, that's kind of an obvious thing to be able to do. But you can also do, let's see, pen star. And this, hopefully it doesn't come back with penis. That'd be kind of weird. It could happen though. Okay, so we got different variations of pendant, right? Misspelling of pendant. Let's see, lockets. I should have something more interesting here for this, but we could even do S star G, right? Which will get us sterling, but it should get us a lot of other interesting things. I don't know how useful this is, but it's certainly an interesting trick, right? I told you that I would show you not just the obvious things that you can do, but also the weird tricks. So I don't know what I got here. I mostly wound up with, oh, look at that, stack ring. So that's how that came out. See that? That's kind of crazy, huh? So that's a little trick you can do with the filter. There's actually quite a bit of things. Oh, this is actually useful. So if I want sterling, not pendant, I do sterling minus pendant, just like Google, right? This is just a little search capability. So we'll find things that have sterling and not pendant. And as you see, there's no pendants in here, but we've got bracelets, sterling bracelets, and so on. Let's get rid of bracelets also. We can just keep doing this. And this is like possibly, in this sense, the best keyword search functionality in existence. I don't actually know anybody that has a better, we don't. On SpyFu, this is actually you know, our best search functionality so far. So if you're interested in that. Now let's get rid of rings. Let's just keep going on this negative. It's kind of fun. This negative bent. Get rid of ring. And yeah, look at that. All right, so where to next for SpyFu? So the next thing we're going to bring to you is actually SpyFu recon files. And if you go over to bit.ly/mrspy, you'll see our epic trailer for SpyFu recon files. And I also want to make sure that I told you all to go to spyfu.com/recon and sign up for that beta list. And you'll get beta access. You'll get these reports before anybody else gets the reports. In fact, you'll get them for free because there'll be a free beta period. But while you're hanging out here, head on over to bit.ly/MrSpy7 and check out that epic video. It's pretty much it's our second highest watched video. But we've got great response from it. Anyway, I want to thank you for joining us on this webinar, and I'm going to go to Cedra now for any questions.